What hides between the trees when the wind stops? I used to laugh at stories about forest spirits and ancient curses, until one followed me home. I work search and rescue. I quit after this one call. I used to work search and rescue in the national parks. Mostly quiet stuff. Lost hikers, twisted ankles, kids wandering off. Nothing too crazy. But there was one call that made me quit for good. We got it late one afternoon. A man had gone missing in a remote part of the forest, near an old trail that hadn't been used in years. His wife said he was experienced, knew the woods well, never got lost before. We figured he probably just got turned around. Happens more than you'd think. It was me and a guy named Marcus. We drove out, parked near the last known location, and started the search. The woods felt different that day. Like, heavy. Not just the air. The whole place felt off. Like the trees were watching. Marcus noticed it too. He kept glancing over his shoulder, even though there was no sound, no wind, no birds. After an hour, we found the guy's backpack lying on the side of the trail. Everything inside was untouched. Food, water, map, even his GPS. That was weird. No one just drops their pack like that, especially not a trained hiker. We radioed it in and pushed deeper into the forest. That's when things got worse. We started hearing something. At first, it sounded like talking, just faint, like someone whispering through a wall. Then footsteps, slow, crunching leaves behind us. But every time we turned around, nothing. Marcus thought maybe it was an echo, but the deeper we went, the less sense anything made. We came across trees that were twisted, bent into shapes that looked almost human. Arms, faces, mouths open like they were screaming. I thought I was imagining it until Marcus said, "Tell me you see that too." We kept going. Probably should have turned back, but we were trained for this, even though our guts told us something wasn't right. Then we found the clearing. It was a wide, flat space in the middle of nowhere. No birds, no bugs, just dead silence. And right in the center was the missing man. He was kneeling, facing away from us. We called his name. No answer. I stepped closer and said it louder. He slowly turned his head. Not all the way. Just enough for me to see part of his face. His eyes were rolled back, lips moving like he was speaking, but no sound came out. Marcus ran up to him, grabbed his shoulder, and froze. The guy's skin was ice cold, like he'd been lying in snow, but the air was warm. I pulled out my radio to call it in, but it was dead. No signal, no static, just dead. That's when I heard it. A voice, right behind me. It said my name, not shouted, just whispered, calm and slow. I spun around, nothing there. Marcus started screaming. I turned back and saw the man now standing, but something was wrong. His body was shaking, like something inside was trying to get out. And his eyes, they were black, not dark, black, no whites, no light, just empty pits. He opened his mouth and let out this sound I'll never forget. It wasn't a scream, it was laughter, but not human, too low, too deep. Marcus fell backward and started crawling away. I grabbed his arm and yanked him up, and we ran. Didn't look back, didn't speak, just ran. We made it back to the trailhead an hour later. My radio started working again like nothing ever happened. We reported everything, except the truth. Said we found the backpack, no sign of the man, probable fatal fall, storm coming in, too risky to continue. They sent another team in the next day. They found nothing. No man, no clearing, no twisted trees, and no sign me or Marcus were ever there. I quit next week. Marcus moved out of state. He won't talk to me. But here's the thing. Last night I got a message from an unknown number. It was a video, just a few seconds long. It showed the man, kneeling in that same clearing, still smiling, still staring. And behind him was someone else. It was me. Story 2. There's something living in the caves beneath the park. It watches. Last summer I worked as a volunteer ranger at Wind Cave National Park in South Dakota. It's famed for its underground cave system. long, narrow tunnels that twist for miles beneath the surface. Tourists only get to see a small part. The rest, it's off limits. Too dangerous, they say. But I found out the truth. Something else lives down there. Something that doesn't want to be found. My job was simple. Guide visitors on marked trails above ground, answer questions, and help with the cleanup. But I always wanted to see the deeper cave system. The place is closed to the public. One night, I got the chance. A guy named Phil, one of the senior staff, asked if I wanted to help check out an older tunnel. Some equipment had gone offline. Airflow sensors, I think. He said we wouldn't go far. We entered through a locked metal gate and headed down with headlamps, radios, and spare batteries. The cave was tight, silent, and cold. It felt like it was being held in place, like it didn't move. The deeper we went, the more I started to feel watched. Phil was quiet most of the time, but about 3 minutes in, he stopped suddenly and held up a hand. "Do you hear that?" he whispered. I didn't at first, and I did, scraping, like claws on rock, coming from deeper inside the tunnel. Phil's face went pale. He turned off his headlamp. "Don't move," he said. We stood in total darkness. The scraping got closer. Then something let out a low, wet growl, not like a bear, not like any animal I'd heard before. It sounded wrong, like it was trying to sound like something else. Phil turned on his light again and whispered, "Back out, now." We moved slowly, trying not to make a sound. But something was following us. I could hear it breathing. Fast, hungry breaths. We made it back to the main shaft and shut the gate fast. Phil locked it, then walked away without saying a word. Later that night, I asked him what that was. He said, "Nothing official. We don't talk about it. Just stay out."